Diorsi from Best Life Solutions with this week's video success strategy. And these videos are all about inspiring and empowering you to intentionally design and live your ideal life. This week, I want to talk to you about multitasking. So I know this is one way that we're all trying to make up for a lack of time. But studies have shown that multitasking actually gives us a false sense of productivity. So first, I'd like to clear up two myths about multitasking. First, there is actually no such thing as multitasking. What it really is switching back and forth very, very quickly between two tasks. It is actually impossible to do two things at once. So that's the first one. And then the second is that when you are switching back and forth between tasks so rapidly, it actually reduces your efficiency. Because it takes our brains a little while to ramp up to each task that we're working on. And so that extra ramp up time actually makes it so that it takes tasks longer to complete when we're trying to multitask. So let me share with you my top tips for keeping your focus on getting things completed one at a time. So the first tip is to make sure that you're working off of a to-do list for the day. And you want to really make sure that you're just focused on one thing at a time and that you don't let yourself move on to the next item until the first one is completed. And just full disclosure here, I want to let you know that this is actually a very difficult area for me. I really struggle and I want to multitask and I really have to keep myself focused. So one thing I sometimes try when I'm working on a task that's a particularly long activity, I try to work in 15 to 30 minute increments because I know that if I push myself longer than that, I'm going to distract myself in some way. So I try to work 15 to 30 minutes and then I'll give myself maybe like a 5-minute break to just get up, take a walk, get a glass of water, do something, not get into another task per se, but just kind of let yourself relax and take a break and then jump right back into it and get that task completed. Another tip is to make sure that you keep a list with you so that as other thoughts come into your head, I know sometimes I'll be writing an article and I think, oh gosh, I gotta pick up milk today. So it's great if you could just have a pad right next to you, you can kind of just jot it down and then forget about it. Also, you want to make sure that your surroundings are as clear and uncluttered as possible to eliminate any distractions. And then finally, my final tip, it may sound a little silly to you, but kind of to keep a mantra in your mind. So I try to keep the word focus in my mind. And sometimes I'll put a little sticky on my computer to kind of keep me looking at it and keep thinking focus. So when you find your mind wandering, you can just say focus and bring it back. So those are my tips for trying to focus on one thing at a time instead of multitasking. I hope you liked them. And until we talk again, this is Dana Diorsi from Best Life Solutions, encouraging you to dream bigger, play smarter, and take bold action to create your most extraordinary life today.